Ever since I found out how to make cold brew, I drink a cup every morning. My last batch just ran out, so I'll show you how I prepare it. This recipe is a concentrate, 8 to 1, 8 parts water, 1 part coffee. That creates a cold brew concentrate that I dilute with equal parts water. Don't worry about the dilution though, this is still going to be really strong stuff. I like to grind my coffee beans fresh every time I make a new batch, but if you don't have a coffee grinder at home, just be sure to get coarse ground coffee. A while ago, I did the math for the 8 to 1 ratio, and I have it memorized and written down so that I don't have to do the math every time. I just do 88 grams of ground coffee to 704 grams of water on my scale. I do this 3 times to fill up 3 quart containers. As always, I'm sure there is a simpler way to do this. Do whatever works for you, as long as it's that 1 to 8 ratio. You can even change the ratio slightly, depending on how it tastes. After I pour water on top of the coffee grounds, I go ahead and set the containers in the fridge for the sweet spot of 18 hours. You can do 12 to 20, but I think 18 tastes the best. After that 18 hours, pour it through a fine mesh cheesecloth or whatever you can use. Coffee filters work really well too. I let it drain for a while and then take a spatula and spread out the coffee grounds to make sure it's still draining. Give it a good squeeze before you discard the rest of the grounds. You can pour this over ice and add any creamer or sugar that you like, or those fancy syrups. I usually just drink it black. That's it. That's all I need. Caffeine. I'm not the best at spontaneous math, but because 1 bag of coffee beans costs about $7, that bag can get me 2 batches. 1 batch lasts me about a week. This is probably about 50 cents a cup. Even if you decide to get creamer or sugar, that's way cheaper than buying it from Starbucks or whatever. The only problem about making cold brew at home is that it does create a lot of dishes with the bowl and the strainer and all the cups that you have to use. But adding anything to your routine will make it second nature after a while. The more work you put into things in life, the cheaper things become. But the time and effort that we put into making good things makes it more valuable than having it made for us. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good one.